is Sunday, August 18th, 2024. It is 8:30 a.m. Yes, I know. Many of you right now are scratching your head and going, what in the world am I doing up at 8:30 in the morning after Mrs. K worked all night, was nearly an hour late getting off work because nobody showed up to take her place. I couldn't sleep. I left Zoom last night about 1 o'clock. I did get some sleep last night. Wasn't the best sleep in the world, wasn't the worst sleep in the world, but I did get some sleep. And unfortunately, I kind of was afraid this was going to happen. So, here I am. I've already watched 2 videos this morning. I've watched Life in Motion Diaries, and I watched a DaVinci Resolve from Sonny Holzer. As you all know, I recommend him, and I enjoy watching and trying to replicate some of the things he does, and I get kind of frustrated sometimes. I can't on the first try, but I'll get better. So before anyone says anything, yes, I'm sitting in the dark. I'm only using the light from my monitors. I've got Zoom running that I'm using to put me down in the lower right hand corner. And I fired up OBS so that I could record this. And the first thing that pops up is this OBS that tells me it's missing files right here. Missing files. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like 12. So to fix that, you want to click on it and then search the directory, and it's going to tell you where it thinks it's supposed to be. Well, it's not there because, oh wow, that take away that. Let's move this over here, get some light on the subject. So that's not what I want. What I want to do is I want to figure out where its original location was and then go from there. A lot of these I probably need to get rid of. I don't really need them. The Dancing Girls is a Jeff Ryman thing, kind of an inside personal joke. The rest of these I do recognize, and I haven't really decided, do I really want to get rid of them yet or not? And my guess is I eventually will get rid of them. I just don't know when I will get rid of them. So I'm going to shed some light on the subject so that I show up a little bit better, which actually I don't. I'm going to switch cameras real quick, and I want to see what the difference is just between changing the cameras. They're both C922 Logitech cameras, and boy, that's a big difference right there. So if I were to bring this over to here, oh yeah, see, that's just, I'm just moving the zoom window. I'm just moving the zoom window over. There's Zoom on my screen that I'm currently recording. That looks kind of funky to me. And then when I move it over here, it just puts the bright light on my face directly on me. So I'm kind of experimenting with that today. I'm going to go back to this view because I like that one the best. Okay, so I got 12 of these. The QR code, I know I don't need that. That's just going to go away. And it's been cleared. Torrey Pines JPEG, I know what that is. I don't need that as well. That's going to go away. Media source, I'm not sure. Bloody Hell PNG, I know what that is. That's going to go away. So I'm down to 9. Image 8. Image 8, I can figure out real quick what's missing. And image 4, because those are actually in my other one of my other scenes, but they're not showing up. So I'm going to go get those later. Just going to do a computer search on the D directory to find them. In fact, I will do that now. Just bore the holy heck out of somebody. So I'm going to bring up the D drive. And I should turn the camera off because when I have that like that, you can't really see me. That should get rid of the camera, and it does. And now we see the D drive on here. So I want to do a search for 100_1013 JPEG on the D drive, because I'm pretty sure that's where it's supposed to be. And it's working on it. I'll hit enter, might speed it up, it might not. Now I could turn the lights on, but I kind of actually enjoy sitting here in the dark with no lights on. And I actually could do this as well. I could turn that back on and then move this over here. What happens if I put it over? Let's just put it right there. I'm fighting some kind of a sniffling cold this morning. No matches. No matches. Well, that is interesting. Not on the D drive. Okay. So let's go back to the D drive and look at something here. What is on my D drive? Now, if I had to guess, wow, that's going to take me forever to get through that. If I had to guess, I would say it's going to be in an OBS file. Let's go back and start this process over again, shall I? I shall. Let's get completely out of that. Go to my data drive. And there's an OBS. And OBS resources. Excuse me. Let's just search for .jpeg. And there was 140 of those. That's amazing. None of which to look be the ones I'm looking for. I'm guessing they're supposed to be in somewhat numerical order. Okay, that didn't solve what I thought it would solve. Now I could easily find out what 100_1013 JPEG is. I could fire up the new machine and go see what it is. That wouldn't take me very long to do because I literally just pulled the hard drive out of one machine and put it in another machine. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing this. Now, I'm pretty sure the 1960 Go-Go Dancers is the Dancing Girls for Jeff Ryman. Even though it doesn't say that, I'm 99% sure that's what that is. And that went away. All right, so let's come back to that later. So let's close this out and bring back my Zoom light, if you will. Forgot to check my time. Now the experiment that I'm running is someone said the other day that Zoom ends in 40 minutes. I locked the meeting. I started a timer. And I currently have 23 minutes left to go on the timer. So in about 24 minutes, if this thing shuts off, then we will know, yes, they've implemented or reinstated the 40-minute time limit. Paid or not paid, it would be 40 minutes. So we shall see. I forgot what I was wanting. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to open up DaVinci this morning. And DaVinci Resolve is going to open up on one of these 4 monitors. I have no idea where. Waiting for it to fire up. Chances are it's going to fire up right over that white screen. Sometime today. Yep, I called it, fired up right over the white screen. So I'm going to go back to, I think it's this one. I want to open, and it's going to open up and take away the light. Now, I'm not sure why I can't move that. Okay, now I can move it. And I get my light back. However, what I don't get is, I don't get DaVinci Resolve. So I've got to fix that because I do want DaVinci Resolve. I don't necessarily need for the zoom screen to be showing. I need for the, if I bring me back, I'm back, then I need to go here and, okay, that's kind of cool. I just clicked on my monitors and it's showing me my, that's not what I want. Here we go, this is the one I want right here. And I want to make this my, there we go, that's the one I want. And we clearly don't want it to be showing OBS. We want it to be showing DaVinci Resolve. Now, I had problems with this one the other day in that I could not get this thing to render. It's still not rendering, and I think I know why it's not rendering. Now, I want to try an experiment here. That's not going to work. So that's not going to work. I believe the problem is when I did this in Fusion, I need to go into the tracker. Nope, that's not going to be the issue. Options. Nope, settings. Nope, that's not it. So that was a thought that I thought might be the problem, but it's not the problem. If I open this up, nope, that's not the issue. So I'm not sure what the issue is here. I don't have a modifier on it, so I don't really need to go try to get into modifiers because I can't get into modifiers. I don't think it's in here as well. No, it's just, that just shows my corner pinned out input dug in there using the planar tracker. All right, that's enough of that. I thought for sure that it was in there, but I'm apparently not correct on that. And it's still, even if I come up here to playback, I go to render cache, it's still on smart. This should have already rendered out. It's getting bits and pieces of it here and there, but it's not getting the whole thing. And this is just how I made the trailer. I took 2 videos, cut dug out, put the corner pin behind it, went and got some audio and threw it in there. And then I just took out certain bits and pieces of it for like the sound bite. I wanted a sound bite, so I went and brought my in and out points to here and to here, rendered it out for just a sound bite. But I don't want that now. So, what do I want to do this morning? I know what I want to do, but it would be a 17-hour long video. Well, let's just go close this project by going to... Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I'm going to close this project by clicking on New Project, and it's going to save it automatically because it was already saved. And then this is fine. Untitled Project 12 is cool. And let's just grab some media. Doesn't really matter what it is at this point in time. I don't see no videos in there. Those are all, oh, those are videos. Okay, they're MP4s. I don't know. Let's grab Mrs. K and bring her down here. And drag this down there. Oh yeah. So to get some of the stuff I need, I unlink these. You'll notice if I move this one, the soundtrack doesn't move. So if I link this, it still doesn't move. Click in here, it connects, and then I can move them together. I forget that from time to time. And this is a 54-second video. Ta-da! I'm going to open it in Fusion. I'm going to go to One Viewer. I'm going to right click here and I'm going to hit Shift Space. I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to type in the word sticky. Look at this, sticky note. Now watch this. I'm going to add a sticky note. Sticky note. And if I go over to the color tab, do the same thing, Shift Space. I guess I can't add. I know I can put it in here. I know it's there. I just got to remember how to do this. And I'm trying to do this from memory. I saw this the other day and I thought, how cool is this? With the sticky note selected, then you can actually type in there what you want it to be. Let's get rid of it and go a different route. Search. Sticky note does not come up. Okay, I got to remember how to do that. Actually, I've never done it before. Clean up note. That's cool. Interesting. I'm not going to pause this. I'll cut it out all later. Shift Space, sticky note, add. And it's just exactly what it says it is. Put that back over. Why did that go away? Can we put this up in Viewer 1? We cannot. You should be able to type in here. When I watched the tutorial, this is good so that when you get a massive node thing going on, project, then you can put notes in here as to what it is. But I clearly am not seeing how to use this. That's not helping me out. I can rename it, obviously. That's pretty self-explanatory. But now I don't have it over here. Oh, I can expand it too. Interesting. Okay, well, this is how you learn this silly stuff. Because it's not a true node if I bring down a background node, I can put that up in viewer number 1, turn on viewer number 1, and drag that up there. Why is it? Oh, because that's not a background node. That is a merge node. Let's try that again. If I bring down a background node, put background node up in viewer number 1, change the color to white, then there's my background node. And why it's being showed like that, I don't know, because it should be 1920 by 1080. But it's 720. Am I in vertical? No, 720, 1280. Huh. Oh, that makes sense. It's because it is in vertical. If I go look at this one, that's going to be, if I go back to the Fusion tab and go look at this one, that's going to be the same as this one, because that's how, okay, that makes sense. But I should be able to change this to whatever I want, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I be able to make this 1920 by 1080? And I'm still recording. I didn't turn it off yet. So if I plug that into there, I don't want that. What if we plug this into here and then that into there? What happens? There we go. Same difference though. So nothing, there's nothing really gained there. But what I'm trying to do now is I want to make this, I want to change the size. How do I change the size? Can I move that? I cannot. So if I right click this, view on, copy, paste, delete, select, show. I don't see anything in there. Maybe settings? No. I don't see anything in there for size. So what if I shift space, transform, put a transform node in there. I go to the transform node. I can change it here, but it's not going to change it. I can change the aspect. Oh, here we go, Doug. Aspect ratio. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Get rid of that. This is a horrible example of how this stuff works, by the way. So if we put that in there, that shows up. And then if we were to go grab another media, and if we go back to DaVinci Resolve, and let's just grab something from HeyGen, and let's just grab, keep it in the same family of things, get it with that, bring this down. If we pipe that into there, okay, if we pipe that into there, then that takes the place of the first one, so we don't really want that, because we want them both. What do we need to do that? What if we plugged this into that? And then what if we plug this into this? Yeah, it's not working. Sticky note still there. I was trying to type something in. It's kind of cool that the sticky note, copy, paste, delete, insert, replace, expand. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't understand. I may have to go watch that again because I found it pretty interesting. I found it neat that if you get a node tree that's got a lot of stuff in it, you can go in there and put in here what the stuff is. I'm going to wrap this up. I don't know how long it's been going. Let me see how much time I got going. I got 8 minutes to go on my 40 minutes. I would like to get something productive done, though. I mean, this is bothering me. I want to figure out how to do that. I'll find out. All right, I went back and I watched the guy's video on this, and he just copies and pastes in. He makes a sticky note right here, and then he goes to the internet and copies and pastes into the sticky note what he wants to use. I'm sure he's using the paid version because he said it several times. I'm using the paid version, and I actually went to the internet and copied something and tried to paste it in here, and it just does not work. So if I go over here and I type in sticky without the U notes, and then let's just say I want to get this right here, right click, copy, and jump over here, right click, paste. It's just not working, so I'm not sure why. It's a good function though, if I could ever get it to work. So my 40-minute timer went off 2 minutes ago. I'm still here, so that tells me if I lock the meeting, hey, nobody can get in. Now I'm going to do another experiment here in a minute. I'm going to restart the meeting, and I'm going to not lock the meeting, but I'm going to enable the waiting room. And if someone joins, I'm going to annotate the time and then see if 40 minutes later, that's what causes the meeting to end, because that's what I suspect is happening. Although I'm not an expert on these things, it's just what I suspect is happening. I also went in and I thought, well, I'll copy some of the stuff what I've been doing when I was taking and making notes on everything, and I got myself some notes on what I was going to do and who I was going to follow. I need to update this. So let's just go in here and highlight this, cut, copy, delete, select, blah, blah, blah. We're going to copy it. We're going to go back over to DaVinci, and we're going to see if I can paste that in there. Nope. Control V. Nope. I actually deleted it. I actually went shift space, sticky note add. It's highlighted, Control V. It just doesn't work. And the guy was in Fusion as well. So I'm in Fusion trying it out. If you go to edit, then it doesn't show up. So that's going to wrap this up. I'm going to start the second experiment. I'm not going to record it. I'm just going to do it. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this was different. Have a great Sunday.